Wow, and we're live. Here we go. Holy smokes, we got lots of stuff going on. My hair's a little bit of a mess. I don't know, should I go with the hat or no hat today? What's going on? I'm not sure how many people will catch this. This is kind of a surprise live. Surprise live stream. It really is kind of random, but we'll see who comes on today. Hello. Bam. I'm gonna see if I can actually clean this couch up. I got this crap laying everywhere. Clean that up. Get that out of the way with. Woo! All right. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and just see how many people can come on and all that. I'm supposed to be hitting the road with Angelo, so that'll be exciting. I'll be filming with him. He's actually kind of saving my butt. He literally I will be doing a cameraman for him. So he's going to be paying me to be a cameraman for him for a while. That might help me get the money to kind of keep the channel going and try to get mine full time as well. Because that's what I really want to do. I really do want to make this full time and make good money doing it. So that's always a thing. But yeah, so we have some good news. I know there's not a lot of people on here right now, but I'm really excited to talk about this. I'm really excited to get things going. Oh, we got some people. There's Amber. Hey, what's going on? We got some stuff, some really exciting stuff. I want to show you. Amber's been sending me things. I know I don't have a PO box yet. And obviously Amber's the only one that actually has my forward address. She's a good friend of ours, so like I've let her send me things. I will get a PO box. I know people want to just send stuff and write to me and talk about YouTube. We got a few new things. I should have entitled this video. I couldn't think of it. My brain's just been so kind of out of it because I'm slowly kind of getting my health back after everything that ensued. But yeah, it's kind of I am actually looking for help in my area. So I don't know how many fans are around the Barrie, Ontario area. I am looking for a partner because obviously Braden, he wants to go to school and find a career elsewhere. But yeah, we have exciting things. I will be doing cameraman for Angelo. I'll also be filming my own videos alongside him once in a while. So I think he was saying tonight that I could film with him. So that's cool. I've got a brand new video coming for you. It was actually supposed to be out today. Supposed to have a video out today. I was up all night kind of editing and doing things. And unfortunately, I couldn't get it out today because it took me until almost 4 a.m. to wrap up editing. But that video should be out tomorrow. So we got a brand new back to Randonautica. We got a Randonautica video coming out for you tomorrow. So that'll be wild. Yeah, I know everyone was saying the shirt. So this is actually custom. This was actually my work shirt for the job and stuff, like so a work uniform. I'm using it like that. But yeah, we've got some exciting things. I got some gifts that Amber had sent. So she sent us this note. This is awesome. I don't know if you can see it. I'm using my webcam. I need to get a camera that's specifically for live streams so you guys have better quality. But yeah, this picture of Batman. So me and her are big Batman fans. There's a lot of Batman fans out there. So shout out to y'all. But anyway, she wrote me this letter. I'm just going to show you the package that I got, little gifts. So she said, "Dear Exploring with Brad, thank you once again for letting me do art for you. Your Bigfoot series." So that's what she did. She actually did some illustrations for the Bigfoot series. Be sure to check that out as well. But yeah, we're going to kind of incorporate the Randonautica along with Hatman Forest. I've been looking for sightings, and I've kind of been using the app in these areas and coming up with some stuff. I've actually been getting some stuff, so that's really, really cool. She says, "I appreciate if you want me to do art for you in the future videos, let me know. And as always, keep up with awesome work from Amber Curry." So we got this little note. Let's see what else she sent. She sent some really cool stuff. Some of it is on my wall. So I can't really go down and pull it. I don't want to pull it off. I've got the Batman photo. Like, I love Batman. So a lot of the Batman stuff I put up on my wall and everything like that. But she knows that I'm a Crow fan. So I used to love the Crow and everything to do with that. And she sent us this. This is awesome. Thanks, Amber. So we got this picture of Brandon Lee, which looks really, really cool. It almost looks like a comic book sketch of him. I really like it. It actually looks really good. She does really good illustrations, especially with the Joker and things like that. So we got that. This one, I loved it because obviously the Hatman thing is kind of a new thing that we brought to the channel. And obviously I'm incorporating Randonautica with this whole phenomena, and obviously with a lot of the craziness that's going on in the suburbs and the forests and stuff like that. So she drew this, and this is wicked. It looks just like, honestly, the image that we've had on our thumbnails. So she drew us that. I'm gonna try to. Oh, there you go. There's some color there, so you can see it a little bit better. So there's Hatman, and there's a little owl. Look at the little owl. You got the little Randonautica owl in the corners. He did that. I love this picture. I absolutely love it. I think it's just amazing. It's really, really cool. But yeah, I've read a lot of comments and people saying that, like, oh, the guy that you've been seeing is a real human being. And yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I observed the same thing that you guys do. I do, however, when me and Brett had started in the Hatman Forest, we were getting things on the it wasn't the Necrophonic. We used a new app at that time, the Necrometer. Yeah, it was supposed to be a better app and stuff like that, and we were getting things like crazy. So that was kind of more of the whole paranormal aspect of him. However, I do think that there are impersonators. There's obviously a lot of people that follow us. There's a lot of people that mess with me and Angelo and Dan continuously. So there's that. And we've been seeing this guy. He dresses up like them. Obviously, we've been running into cult phenomena ever since day one, since we started. Braden was actually part of this group, and this guy, he was like, they were kind of like misfits in high school. He kind of told me about this. So him and Zeus were like misfits in high school, and after that all broke off with drugs and alcohol and things like that. They literally, some of these guys broke off and started this or got involved into this cult, and then they started committing more crimes as they went. But yeah, I've been drumming up some new content and some really, really, really creepy stuff that I've been seeing with not only my friends but Angelo. So be sure to look for this new content that's coming out. It is just wild. And half the time, I don't always see these people in the woods. I'm literally hearing sounds and things, and people are saying, "Oh, they're setting stuff up for traps and stuff like that." And yeah, I go along with that. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty well what I'm getting too out of this whole thing. So, anyways, I'll start reading some of the messages you got coming on here. So we got Janine, hello, Chad, stay blessed. We got Izzy Moonbow, hi. I don't see Chad's comment in here. Yeah, sometimes I don't see comments pop up on my end, so you guys have to tell me if it doesn't work, because we do have issues with this. We got Shannon, friends in, hello. What do we got? Janine, what sizes of merchandise do you go up to? I'm pretty sure Dan has all sizes. You'll have to look because it's pre-order. But Amber's been mentioning what you guys should do hats. So we're gonna do why I have that in the title right now. There's gonna be new merch coming. So there's gonna be new merch coming. Be sure to look up that. I will do, obviously, once the new merch is posted, I will put it up in the video. Like at the very beginning of a video, I'll be like, oh, yo, we have new merch. We want to do hats. So that's a big thing. We want to do hats, maybe another hoodie and a couple new t-shirts. Me and Dan are going to get together on a mini kind of stream, just me and him talking back and forth and designing new stuff. So yeah, be sure to look for that. We'll have some new merch coming that you guys can purchase. I know it is expensive. It's because we're doing it ourselves. So we're not actually using a company. Dan does all this out of his own pocket and everything, and we're really, really grateful of that. I always wanted to do independent. I do know that it is more expensive, but the quality is there because we use heavy cotton. So a lot of the materials, heavy cotton. I'm not sure what the shirts are made of. I know the hoodies are heavy cotton though. But yeah, I think all the shirts are cotton. Because I don't like polyester. I hate that crap. It's plastic. Like I'm not wearing plastic clothing. Everything I wear is cotton. Literally, even my jeans and stuff, they're 99% cotton. There's probably like 1% like some synthetic or whatever. But yeah, all right. So I do think we have all sizes, if that answers your question. You have to go on. I will post it here if you guys don't know the website, but it's always in my description and it should be right there. Also, I want to thank everybody that's donated to the channel who saw, like, obviously my health was kind of like back and forth and whatever. We had donations, and oh my gosh, that we do get the PayPal donations. They do help me and my family and my wife out so much. It helps pay for travel expenses, gear, sometimes food on the road. I honestly use it for stuff that we absolutely need. So that is so awesome. Thank you so much for the donations that we got. I think we only got like $100 or $150, but you know what? Every little bit of that counts, and it honestly helps us keep going. So thank you so much for those donators. I will be doing shout outs to those who do donate. So that's another thing as well. I gotta set up a PO box. I haven't done it yet. I know that people have wanted to even just send like letters and say like, "Hey, Brad," and stuff like that. I get a lot of people in the mental health community because obviously that's why I do what I do. I have struggled with mental health my whole life, so doing being out in the forest and being out seeing scenery and things like that, the beauty of it all, the outdoors, that's why I do what I do. It gets rid of the bad mental vibes. So yeah. Oh yeah, we got Larry Chaffee, great drawing. Amber, she's great, man. She is awesome. Erica Atkinson, can't wait to see your next new video. I love your last name too. That is cool, Atkinson. I like that. That's got a nice ring to it. All right, so we're going down here. Trying to be an artist, Larry Chaffee. Honestly, Amber, you should literally just get an Instagram, a business Instagram, and charge people and just be like, if you want to make it a job, just be like, hey, I can draw whatever you want, or I can redraw things for a simple fee. You could even do $20, $30 American, whatever you want. If that's your passion and that's what you want to do for work, honestly, I would just do a second Instagram and make it a business Instagram. You can set it up. You could follow all the instructions online and have them do PayPal. They could send you money by PayPal, and you could set that up. Honestly, I would do that. I wear for X. Yeah, I think they do. You'll have to look at the website. I definitely will find it for you for sure. All right, so go down here. Larry Chappie, how are you doing, Brad? How's the wife and baby? They're doing great. Things are picking up. They're going up and stuff like that. I was having some trouble at home because my mental crap was kind of getting in the way of everything, including my family. But you know what? It's been changing. Things have been going up. I haven't been I'm trying not to let my mood rub off into the work. So that's a big thing now, is that when I'm working, I'm not moping. And that was a big thing that actually hurt my channel, was the stupid moping of me, just me. I wasn't myself. So I'm trying to keep my personal life, mental crap away from the work life. So when I go to work, I'm like, okay, I'm on my A game. Let's get into this. Let's get into this whole thing, the detective stuff, the Randonautica, everything like that. But yeah, Randonautica, I'm not saying that it's saved, okay? But when Yasko, he's kind of been talking about things, and it's kind of bringing it back. It's coming back. It's not, obviously it's not fixed. It's not a fixed thing, but it's slowly coming back. And I just know for me, setting coordinates, I'm just not going to set as many as I used to. You guys probably have noticed that I used to set like 10 or 12 or whatever, going from place to place to place, lots of walking, big distances. I'm not going to do that. I think what we're gonna do is shorter ranged stuff, kind of see if it leads to anything exciting. Anything it doesn't, I just scrap. I literally just don't use it. I do want to start a second channel. I'm not doing that anytime soon, obviously, but yeah, good things. Like I will be Angelo's helping me out. I'll be doing some camera work for him. I'll also be doing some filming alongside with him and on my own at home. The biggest thing with us right now is when I do get extra money, like this is something that I wanted to tell you guys. So a lot of people are like, oh, you've been filming a lot of the same locations over and over and over again, setting rando or doing Hatman or whatever. And it's mainly because of the economy. Like it's expensive. Gas is expensive. Food is expensive, traveling and everything like that. So getting out of Barrie has been hard. However, when I do get your donations, I wanted to say this, like I have this donation. Somebody donated money and we literally went out, we filmed like waterfalls and stuff like that. So I've got some new stuff. Next video, you guys are going to love this. We filmed a beautiful waterfall, beautiful scenic area, and we also did some rando at night because I know a lot of people, when they want the rando, they want it in the evening into the night. So I ended up doing that because of donations, because of you guys helping us. So that is a big thing. It does help us a lot, and I try to make note of that. So we got Effie there. Hi, Brad. Hey, Effie. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say to Effie, I'm sorry. So my wife, she won't add fans and stuff to Instagram. That's her private thing. She has her own friends and stuff like that. This isn't her thing. She supports what I do, but YouTube is not her thing. She's got her own interests and stuff like that aside. But no, like I appreciate though, I mean, people got to see Betty for the first time. Some people on this channel in last video. She's very funny. You will see travel vlogs out of us. So what I might do is when me and her do travel in the U.S., I will do Randonautica there. However, we'll probably be doing it during the day. I like to keep my family really safe in public areas, places that obviously could have some historic background. I hope you guys do like historic stuff. I love historic. I love history, and I do like going to areas like that. So when Rando does send me to one of those places, I hope you don't mind me reading historical plaques and things like that, filming architecture and places about. I do want to start filming buildings again. That is a big thing. It's just kind of, getting back into the swing of things. I'm slowly gaining my health and strength back. So that is a big thing for me. I want to get myself back before I go full tilt with this thing. So for now, I'm just doing whatever I can. Janine, hope your health keeps getting better and keep improving on everything you do. Thank you. And Amber Curry, I get scammed almost every time I try to let them pay me. Yeah, I know. That's the way it is with self-employed. You got hits and misses. What you got to do, Amber, if you do want to make that a job, you'll want them to pre-order. Be like, okay, you can send me some money. Like, how they do at tattoo shops? Like, if you send us like a small portion of the fee, and then you start your work, because then you've already gotten some money, so you feel like you're not being ripped off, and you go through all the trouble. So that's a big thing. I can't remember the name of it. It's not a donation or anything. Geez, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like a down payment sort of thing. All right. Effie, sending love and strength to you and your family. All right, just going down the list. Larry Chappie, glad to hear that you and your wife and baby are doing good. Jackie Grillo, hi Brad. Effie, I give my all to my family, not work, but I do work in a corporate setting. Nice. Claire Funnel, Trudeau's fault. Yeah, a lot of it is, unfortunately, with what's going on in Canada right now and with YouTube, a lot of it is. Unfortunately, the government, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's almost like they're pickpocketing us. Like it's brutal, but there's only so much we can do. With my channel, in regards to what happened with the views, it's been going on with a lot of, you're going to see this out of everybody's channel, even the famous channels. You'll see like, okay, they had views of 200,000, and now they're 100,000, or they're 150, or they're in their 80s. And then there's me, which we get hurt the most. So people like me and Dan, we take a big hit because we're still new to the field. Like, even though we've been not successful, but even though we've been making some sort of income and making some sort of thing out of it, um yeah, we took a big hitter. Like, so what's happening is the government here, I'm not going to name drop and stuff like that. I'm not trying to put them out. Like, obviously I'm not that kind of person. But with the government in my country, what's been going on is recommendations. So we haven't been being recommended enough, like, to the outside world, and obviously our own country, so being recommended, and then there's shared and all that stuff, and then you have the ads. Because if you look at our ads now in Canada, it's everything to do with liberal, it's everything to do with, climate change and everything that's going on. So, like, just say you watch videos of cats, but now you're being recommended climate change and all this other stuff. You're not going to know if your favorite cat YouTuber posted a new cat video. So that's what's happening, is that you have no idea. So you don't end up watching the new video because, you haven't been notified. You haven't been this. I get emails a lot saying that I was never notified that you had a new video, Brad. Otherwise I would have watched it. And when we get, most of our money comes within 2 to 3 days. So once that video, 3-day threshold, a lot of the money from ads and everything, like, now it's gone. So, like, we got to make all of our money within 2 to 3 days once a video drops. So it's like, it's got to boom right away, and then whatever it ends up to, it's what it is. So yeah, that's been going on. But you know what? I'm hanging in there. I'm keeping positive. When I go out for walks and hikes and things like that, or I'm hanging out with my family, I just kind of, I don't pay attention to this stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like, the bad guys always win. The conservatives always lose. It's just, I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? I got to the point where, like, you know what? I'm just going to keep getting up and fighting, no matter how much I get kicked down, whatever, right? And if I have to get a career and keep this as a hobby, and it's just like I produce videos for you guys for fun, then that's what it ends up being. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I can't milk this thing like crazy, but, like, I've gotten a lot of inspiration. Like, even Angelo's like, don't give up. Like, keep going, keep fighting, and everything like that. He gets it. A lot of them get it. A lot of the famous YouTubers get it, because we started in a bad time. Like, you gotta keep in mind, like, I got monetized kind of when COVID was around. So it was really, really hard to even get it picked up off the ground. But then I got all you guys and the love that you shared and everything, and the passion. I do read the comments. I try to stay clear of the negative stuff. We do get negative comments, obviously, as well. But I love hearing from you guys saying that, Brad, I love when you show scenery and beauty and stuff like that. And then there's also the craziness. Like, I don't, like, that's the thing with me, is like, I don't like putting myself into those situations. So I do like to keep a balance. It's almost like yin and yang. Like, you'll see videos like I'm all sunny, and then all of a sudden I'll film the night stuff, because I kind of like to keep a balance. And a lot of these are 2 videos. Like, I'll go out and film one day, and then maybe 3 days later or whatever, I film something at night, because a lot of times I don't want to film at night. So, that goes on. Like, Chappie, any videos are okay with me, Brad. Yeah, I know. I want to do trip randos and things like that. So a little bit of that. Claire Funnel, yes, do love historic stuff. Fascinating, excellent. I'm glad. You'll notice with me and Angelo and the rest of the gang is that we love architecture, we love forests, we love historic places, we love caves and tunnels and bridges and all that jazz. I had to leave paranormal field because of my personal beliefs in Jesus and things like that. So that's me. But I mean, like, and it's wild because a lot of people have messaged me wanting me to come back into the field. Like, I've been in the newspapers and stuff. I actually have newspaper clippings in this house of when I was a paranormal investigator, because of how dedicated I was to the field, and the fact that I would put so much time into finding the best gear to do things, but I never owned it. I would literally have to go, like we had this one friend and me and Angela would borrow equipment off of him and he had the best stuff, like stuff that I was looking for. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm really excited about this new journey forward. I just want to see scenery and stuff like that, whether it's my own country or other countries. I don't really care. But a lot of this stuff, like I really just want to be a daddy. You know what I mean? I really want to put most of my time into my daughter and into my wife because the job was taking away from that. So that's kind of when I was saying, like, I don't know if I'll do this forever. I don't know if this will be full time. And it's because you get obsessed with either making content or being an artist of any kind. Like, even my musician life, I was so obsessed with being film Brad and musician Brad that the household was lacking. So right now I'm trying to put more time into that and kind of save the video time for night, which is kind of I am a little nervous about doing, but I know that nighttime they're in bed and you know what I mean? I can be with them all day. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do right now is put all my day life into being with my wife and my child and so that so that nobody's hurting, so there's that balance. And if I work at night, that doesn't bother her because her and the baby in bed. I think the only bad times we've had is that a baby, they have difficulty sleeping. So like last I didn't get any sleep. Like I think I slept 3 hours, which sucks because I was up editing until like 3 a.m 3:30 a.m, so I didn't get any sleep. However, that doesn't happen a lot now because like once they start getting a little older, they're a little bit better with sleeping at night and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna try to catch up with these comments. Here we go. Glenn Smart, hey Brad, we got Glenda. I've seen her a bunch of times too. I've seen a lot of you fans. I've seen Larry. We've got some really cool UK fans. Shout out to the Irish people out there. I think I'm like, yeah, we did this this family tree. I'm 75% Irish, so like, yeah, to all y'all. So that's really cool. All right, let's see other comments we got here. Finding it creepy how they know you're thinking and it pops up. I'm not sure what that's directed towards, but we'll see. Tabuzum Khan. Hey Brad, love all your videos. Yeah, I've seen that name quite a few times as well on the channel. Glenn is smart. How's the weather there? It's 96 degrees here. It's actually hot out today too. I think we're in the 80s. I think 83, 85 or something like that. It's hot. It is hot. I don't know. I'm gonna have to not overdress tonight when I help Angelo out. I'm going down there. We're filming another video. I'm also being cameraman for him. Thank goodness. He's gonna help and pay me to be cameraman for a little while. So that is great. This guy has honestly helped me so much. You have no idea. I know a lot of people have different opinions of people and stuff, but the guy has a good heart. He got me monetized, and so Angelo made me. He helps me out when I'm short. Like I am short right now on income because of this whole thing that's going on in the world right now and in my country. So I'm really, really grateful of that. But God's been looking out for me. It's funny. I had a few. Oh yeah, this is kind of cool too. For all Christian fam out there, I had prayers answered. So I was praying for what was it? Financial miracles and everything like that. And literally, I don't know how it happened. I got $500. I got a little bit of money, so I was able to put some money into the debt. And that was really awesome. I don't know how it happened. I had this whole Silent Hill collection and we're trying to gut at the house and stuff. I had the whole collection. I had from Silent Hill 1 all the way to the end. The only thing I didn't have is the PSP games. And this guy, he's like, oh, I'll give you $500. And like, literally, I'm like, really though? Like, you're paying me full price. Like, that's honestly what they're listed on for auction online. Like some of these games, like $200, whatever. I think I got like a little bit, yeah, like not snowballed, but like honestly, some like obviously like he had to get something out of it because for resale. But yeah, $500 for the lot was a really, really good deal for me because I needed money, and I'm like, really? I honestly thought I'd only get $100 or whatever. A lot of people try to just screw you that way. So I was really, really grateful. It paid some debt. So really, I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna just keep up on the prayer life, because like if this is going really, really well, maybe other things will happen. All right. So we got Effie. I do love the scenery. Even if you stop Randonautica, I'll definitely still watch and support you. Thank you, Effie. She's a huge fan as well. I get messages from Effie a lot. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for the support from all of you guys. It is really awesome. I am still going to keep up with the music thing as well. We did put out a new single. If you guys haven't heard it, Stillborn is out. Of course, it's not, my music isn't Christian based. It's kind of like about my life and singing like about past and all this other kind of crap. However, I like doing that on the side as a hobby, and I would like to do shows one day. That be in the cards anyway. Elizabeth McKenzie, Yellow Brad from Scotland. Nice surprise. What's going on? What's happening, people? Creepy Guy Explorer 37. That's a wild name you got there, but that's kind of cool. Do you think you do a Dybbuk box video for me? Thanks. I don't do paranormal stuff anymore. So Dybbuk boxes are haunted and things like that. And honestly, even mentioning this to Effie, like I was into a lot of wild stuff growing up before I ever got into my spiritual sense. And I'm telling you, the dark stuff can attach itself to you, can attach itself to items. It can actually attach itself to physical things. And I had to give it up. I literally had to give it up. It got so bad. Here's a story for you. So I was waking up at night, in the middle of the night. It could have been 2 a.m., it could have been 1 a.m., it could have been 3 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever. I was waking up gasping, and I saw like this black ball of gas, and then it would kind of go to my door, and then it was like a mirage. It would just disappear constantly. And I don't know. I honestly think still to this day that this thing was demonic, or these things, this energy that was in the household was demonic. And when I started getting into my religious background, like, well, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. When I started believing in God, things got better. My health got better because my health took a toll. And I've even said this before. People that I've known that, like, they got into the Wiccan thing, they got into all these other things, and I strongly advised against it because of what happened to me. Because I was into all this stuff at one point. I was into some really, really creepy stuff when I first had met Betty, and I was practicing and I was doing all this stuff, and I noticed like my health declined. My mental health was bad, physical health, the energy in the home was bad. Like luck, I had no luck. And you got the Irish, and I had no luck. My luck was all bad. And so when I gave up all these things for Jesus and everything like that, and I got my own prayer life. I got like I said, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. I don't go to these churches. I just pray. I have a personal relationship. That's all it is. Personal relationship with me, God. Things started to change for me big time. And that's a wild thing to mention too, is that Angelo himself, I think he's Catholic or whatever. So it's like, yeah, like you either this stuff clings to you and then makes your life a living hell and makes it worse. Otherwise, you're kind of somewhere in the middle. And so when all this stuff went down, it was good to see that I was able to get out of it, because that was really rough. Like I was a hypochondriac to the nines, and now I'm slowly just like, you know what? You could get killed like crossing the street to go to the mailbox. You know what I mean? You might as well live. Eat what you want to eat. Do what you want to do. Follow passions. And yeah, you know what? God first, family second, friends third. Like basically that. So I'm going to keep reading down the list here. We got Claire Funnel. Oh, wait. We got Effie's got some messages too. Holy crap. I actually missed some of your messages. Okay, I'm going back up. I missed a bunch of messages here. Claire Funnel, I'm 100% English, Brad. Nice. Amber Curry, when you look on your phone and it pops up when you thinking I meant, oh, okay. Effie, Dybbuk boxes are expensive and really, unfortunately, dangerous. Yeah, like honestly, anything paranormal is dangerous. I always tell people, because you're kind of opening a portal, right? Claire Funnel, Angelo is a good guy. Big Country Retro. Remind me to drop in when I'm in your area. Next, gotta go to a Sega to see my old man. Anyways, cool. I'm not sure if this is someone I already know. I think it might be. Like, I've got a friend named Jesse, and sounds like some name. So if that's you, Jesse, hey, what's going on, buddy? Elizabeth McKenzie, I love your videos. Good content. Lots of interesting places and things. I do want to get out because I know local can be boring because I only have so many forests here, and people will recognize, oh, I've seen these structures. I've seen this. I've seen that before. The biggest thing with me, it's like, yeah, it's the economy. Like, literally, when I do have that extra gas money that I can put in, because a lot of the gas money is going towards food and bills, guys. Like, you got to realize that we're living in a world where right now things are tight. It's tight at the grocery store. It's tight, to get fuel. It's tight to manage your bills and stuff like that. I'm actually behind. So for me, this help from Angelo and others has been huge. It's been massive. We got Jenny Bean 79. Hey, Brad. Glare funnel. Rando is so dangerous. I know. So I'm taking extra precautions getting back into the field. And like I said, I'm not dropping as many coordinates as I used to. I'm not going full blown and I'm not spending money on these coins. I'm literally just using the free owl tokens, and I'm probably only going to do 1 to 3 because I literally stopped using it. I don't have the patience or money to put towards buying all these owl tokens and trying to go point, and you have like 5, 6, 8 misses, and you have all this wasted footage and waste time. So yeah. Elizabeth McKenzie, Ace, Batman. Watched him lots when I was a child. Oh yeah. No, I love Batman. There's a bunch of things I do like. I can point some of them out anyways. So I love James Bond. I'm actually going to do an Instagram post. I haven't because we found this GoldenEye pinball machine. I was like a dream boy. I was like, oh my God, I wish that I owned this because Pierce Brosnan was my favorite. I do like Sean Connery. He was really, really cool. Yeah, so I'm a big James Bond fan. I like Indiana Jones. I love Tomb Raider. I'm a huge Tomb Raider nut. I've actually have every single game from PS1 all the way to the end. The only one I don't have is Chronicles. So that's actually one that I'm after. And it's funny, we have this place called Retro Chase Games. Shout out, because they're actually the ones that help me with this whole debt thing, like prayer answered. But anyways, their games, they have so many, like I'm a collector. So I'll literally go out and I'll be like, okay, I want this. I really want to have that. Like I like N64 and PS1, PS2. I obviously have PS3 and 4. I could never afford the 5 because of the economy. But, maybe one day if I ever make any decent money, I'll get one. But yeah, those are some things I like. You guys know that I like rock music. I'm more of like, so with music, I like heavy alternative. But when I'm actually driving, I can't listen to it. I actually listen to a lot of indie and things like calm, soothing music. Sometimes like some of the background of my music has like that kind of vibe too, like almost like an ocean, beachy kind of vibe, things like that. So that's something we like. I love food, although my family hates me talking about food. So that's one thing I have the pet peeve. I got to stop talking about food. I love food. Even though there's a lot of food that disagrees with me because of like health stuff, like I do love it. I love it. I love pasta. And it's really weird because like recently I've been getting into seafood and I love just seafood this and seafood that. So like seafood pasta, whatever, but like Italian restaurants, like we have Eastside Mario's. So it's like the Canadian Olive Garden. Okay. Because me and Betty, we love Olive Garden. I know it's not really that fancy and everything like that. It might not even be like traditional Italiano. Well, Angelo would say, no, that's not Italian food. If you want Italian food, he would take me out to a place that like has the real deal. But anyways, I love that. I love Mexican cuisine. I absolutely love it. And it's so funny when I have like people here from either Mexico or Spain and they message me and they'll talk about it. I'm like, oh, Brad, I would make, if you ever come to my country, I would cook for you. And I'm just like, oh, well, that's a thought, like if I ever make it big one day. I would love to go there because I'm like, oh, we'll get fed. It'll be great. The food will be excellent. I love food. So, okay, going down the road. Hey, Brad and everyone. One from Teresa Gainey. I think I've seen you before too, Teresa. Amber Curry, when you're doing merch for your band, I would love to buy it. So if I do merch for my band, it'll be on the exact same page, because I just don't like starting a bunch of different ones. So I will have the band. If I did, it would be band stuff on there. Probably the stillborn artwork. I kind of like that, or some of the thumbnails that we have for the jewel art. So that could be on shirts. And that model, that's my good friend Kat. What's her last name? Sheesh. I think she actually fakes her last name, so I probably don't really know. But my good friend Kat, she has been the model in a lot of the artwork in the jewel art, so that's kind of cool. Claire Funnel, Dybbuk boxes are super bad news. Yes, they are. They're not good. Don't get into Dybbuk boxes. Please don't. And then there's things like the dark web boxes too. Dan's been getting into it because you don't know what they are. You don't know whether they're paranormal or not paranormal, or they're just like dangerous things. Like I've seen some videos online of people where people open a package and then there's like a little mini bomb and things like. That's why I don't get into this kind of stuff. And that's the same thing. Like the whole PO box thing is kind of like, because there has been that. There has been people that have gotten like it's almost like a weapon and intended to hurt somebody because they don't like us or whatever. So that was a big thing with my family is like we don't want people sending you mail because what if they sent something and it was like something intended to hurt you because it's somebody that doesn't like you? Because there's a lot of people that will follow you that hate you and they just do it to spite. And like I know you guys have probably seen people they literally just hate like messages, and I'll block them, and they make. And what's silly is they'll make a new Google account, and it's like pretty well the same name, but there's a bunch of random numbers, and it's like, okay, so you're one of those that gets blocked, and then you just keep making freaking new Google accounts just to rip on us or like me, Angelo, Dan, whoever, right? I don't get it, but that's what it is. Amber Curry, I got the gift where I can see ghosts and hear them and feel them. Yeah, that's creepy. Yes, yeah, I don't get into that stuff anymore. Elizabeth McKenzie, that's so great art. Hatman Owl. Yeah, I know. This is awesome. Oh yeah, I didn't show all of her artwork. I wanted to show. So like obviously this is in our show. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but I like, I do like to showcase gifts. Like I think it's really awesome what she did. So she did the Bigfoot encyclopedia. So this is for pretty well every Bigfoot in the world. So it's a cryptozoology chart, and we're going to use it in the documentary portion of the Bigfoot series. So we should be filming again at the end of the month if all goes well. My friend's concert's around then too, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's not on the same dates. But yeah, me, Mike, and we call him Daddy-O Frank. He'll be Frank the Tank. We'll be doing some filming again, so be sure to check that out. I think we're going to head into magnet fishing on the boat, checking the woods at night, and hopefully getting these trail cams going. I don't know anything about trail cams, and I've got stealth cam, and I just don't know anything about it. I don't know how to get it to record and stuff like that. So if you guys know anything about that, be sure to put that in the comments below. But anyways, here it is. I'll try to get it. Let me see. Get it. There we go. Sorry, there's a little, it's covering some of my camera. So she drew this, the Bigfoot encyclopedia. And it tells you exactly where all the places are and the different Bigfoots. I was always a Bigfoot fan. Well, a cryptid fan, really. And so that's why I've been doing cryptid stuff in my channel. But we got, what's this? McKinney, Siberia, the Sisamite, the Andes Mountains, the Big Gray Man, they call it, Scotland. Wow. So we got a bunch of different places. So we've got the Yeti, Himalayan, I can't say that. I think Himalayan mountains. And then we've got the Agaway, Zimbabwe. That's where that one is. Almas, Mongolia. So these are all the different Bigfoots, guys. The Yuren, China. That one looks kind of creepy. Okay, I'm going to try to get this up here. I'm going to see if I can actually scooch over, and then that way we can get a good view of this for all y'all. All right. Okay, I have to kind of hold it sideways here. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's a little different managing camera this way. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to read it. Okay, the Diddy, Guyana. I'm hoping I'm saying some of these countries right. I'll feel terrible. Hibagan, Japan. Cactus, Caucasus Mountains, Mapinguri, Brazil. Wow, so there's a bunch of different ones. Nigoloko, Kenya. We got the Sasquatch. So that's ours right there. That's the one we're looking for in Barrie. We got the newspaper clippings. For those that don't believe me, on the promo video. So check out the promo video. There's the newspaper article. I will attach that to my overall description. So that way you guys always see these newspaper articles. I'll try to find those. We got the Woodasa, Europe. That's a neat looking one. Here's one that looks pretty well like the one that you see all the time. Nguyen Rong, Vietnam. And then the Moen, New Zealand. So this is really interesting. So you'll have to shout out if your country's on here and your Bigfoot's on here. The Moen, New Zealand. The Orange Pendak, Sumatra. The skunk ape. Wow, this is that's my favorite Bigfoot. He's the scariest one. He is in southern USA, and there's actually a couple more. She made it into a little book. Absolutely love this. Yep, by Amber Curry. There you go. Shout out. The Yowie, Australia. Look at that one. Look at it. Look at the Aussie Bigfoot. Look at how creepy that one is, guys. And this other one here, the Sakai, Malaysia. I think those are the really frightening looking ones. And here she goes. She made it into a booklet for me I can keep. Let's see if I can get it showed a little bit better here. The front of the book looks like this. Bigfoot-like creatures around the world by Amber Curry. So shout out. That is so amazing, Amber. Thank you so much. So she'll also be, we'll also credit her in the description of our series. I have to change the intro music, unfortunately. So we use this intro music from the Survivor Man. It is copyright free. It is on epidemicsound.com. For some reason, some idiot claimed that it was his music when it isn't, because I got confirmation from Epidemic Sound themselves. So basically, they took all the money from that video, the first Bigfoot series video. So thanks to that idiot. We did have Epidemic Sound. They are going after them themselves. So not only have I made a report, I've talked to YouTube about this. I've said, like, this is unfair. They're taking all the money from my video. But not only that, they don't even own the rights to this music. They don't. Like, Epidemic Sound confirmed me that the artist has given the music over to their side, and it's because that's what we do. Me and Angelo, many other YouTubers, we pay monthly for this. Like, I pay monthly for Epidemic Sound to put music, background music in your guys' videos. And yeah, so I'm hoping that everything gets fixed out that way. But yeah, amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Amber, for all that. I'm sorry I didn't show that earlier, but you know what? It's kind of cool. It's like a build up of suspense for more stuff in the video. But yeah, I also think that this whole Hatman thing is a cryptid. I really do. I do think it's some sort of cryptid thing. I know some people say whether it's paranormal or that. I don't know. I think it could be some sort of creature or some sort of thing out there that has that silhouette, with the hat and the suit and everything like that. But of course, like what I've seen, it's got to be a person, because I've seen skin and stuff like showing and everything like that. But I think it is an impersonator that could be dangerous. Like, and I've even said this to people, almost like a proxy, because when I seem to find this thing, it's almost like a Slender Man kind of vibe. I don't know if you guys get that, but that's kind of what I get out of it. Creepy Guy Explorer 37. Creepy Guy Explorer 37 says, here, video, you can, paranormal time. paranormal story time, cool for new videos for your channel. Like with me, a lot of people get obsessed with the whole ghosty vibe because I hear crap in the woods and it scares the living daylights out of me. I don't know if it's like somebody with a little boom box and they're trying to hurt me or whatever, or if it is people or things, or if it is supernatural. I don't know. I just know that when I'm out in the forest, I get this whole sense that I'm not alone and I do hear things. Oh my God, it is. That's my boy. Big Country Retro. It's Jesse. I grew up with this kid. Me and Big Country Retro, Jesse, we went to high school together. We've known each other probably since grade 10. I love this kid. We have a video together. We actually did a paranormal thing in a prison. I'll have to share it. I'll have to put, you know what? I'll put it in the comment section below. Hold on a second. Hopefully, you guys can still see me. My boy Jesse. That's so funny that he came on. That's hilarious. All right. I'll see if I can find this video and I'll literally put it in the description. So, me and Jesse did a video. This is way before I was even monetized. And it was a really cool prison. And literally, like, I don't know what it was, but I got cut in the neck by whatever it was. We don't even know. We were just using a bunch of equipment, experimenting. It was a small jail. And we started getting answers and things like that. And it was really, really wild. But I'm going to find this video right now. I'm going to make sure that the volume is off on my computer so we don't get this video demonetized. I'll find it. This will be a really good treat for you. I'll put it in the description as well for the live stream. Where is me and Jesse's prison? Sorry, I'm just trying to find it right now. Oh, yep, this is it. I'll show you Jesse. And you guys can meet Jesse. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna put it right here. There you go. You guys can watch this video. Starring Brad and Jesse. So we did that. All right, we're going down here. I want to catch up on all your comments, guys. All right, so you got Jenny Bean 79. That's the best course of action. Use the free tokens. Yeah, because it's not worth paying. You know what I mean? Especially at this day and age. Creepy Guy Explorer 37. Did you try the blind spot for Randonautica? You know what? That's funny. I really should say what I'm using before I actually act and go out. You know what I mean? Actually go to these coordinates. I really should announce like, okay, I used blind spot or I used power or there's a bunch of new things on the app too. Did you guys see this? They had a bunch of app updates. Some of them, they spawn like a spider of coordinates. And it's all around one radius, but a bunch of coordinates within it. So there's actually some app updates. So be sure to check that out if you're a randonaut yourselves. Be sure to check out the new updates. They are amazing. I told Angelo about it. I said maybe this will bring it back. Maybe the updates will save it for YouTube and its purposes as well. So Effie, yes, I have repurposed materials to knit and crochet. And with the economy, I have it made to sell now for 2 years. Yeah, a lot of, honestly, like, take your art and, you know what, if it is worth something and you are hurting, get it out there. I have an aunt, she makes, she crochets, not crochets, more knits figures. So she's made Pokemon, she's made horror characters, she's made all these things and she sells them. And she sells them for like 20-30 bucks and they're all, she can make anything. She's made ET, like, you know what I mean? She just makes anything out of yarn. And it looks good. It actually looks really, really cool. My aunt, Lori, I love it. I always go on her thing and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. It's amazing to see too. There's people that are really good at baking. And even though they don't make their own recipes, when COVID hit, they're like, well, we need the money. We need to pay bills and all this other stuff. And then they start this thing with Uber Eats or whatever, where it's like they come to the door and pick up the baking items and they drop it off to the customer and you're getting paid. So there's been a lot of people that have just used their skills to do that. I also know people they'll crochet quilts and things like that, and then they sell them. So it's like they have their real jobs, but on their past, like, on their own time, they do whatever they do and sell it online and make a little extra money, and it helps them with bills and things like that going on. So that's really cool. Oh yeah, so we got some people talking about food. Claire Funnel, love me some sushi. So I do have to get off soon because I do have a doctor's appointment I do have to hit, not miss. But I'm gonna try to fill this hour and talk to you guys a little bit more and just answer last questions. Effie, even with prayer, you got to be careful. You don't know the true intentions behind a prayer, and that's correct. The biggest thing that I've learned with Jesus is that it's funny. I actually saw this last night. This is so new to me. Is that you can hear, how we hear the Holy Spirit, right? So you can hear a voice telling you something and you think it's good. And you go along with it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, like I heard the voice, it told me this, and then all of a sudden bad things happen. That's Satan. So you can actually be misled and thinking it's God, and it's not God because of a bad outcome. And that's a big thing as Christians we have to realize is that you don't you want to obviously go with your gut and thinking that, okay, this is the Holy Spirit talking, but like if something bad were to happen, just know that the God doesn't do bad things. He's not going to, not bad things are going to happen to you. Sickness, illness, all this other stuff. That is all of the devil. You know what I mean? A lot of this we put on ourselves because mind over matter, right? So there's that. But anyways, I won't get too much into that. I obviously want to still talk to you guys about everything. Jen Bean 79, I can send you a travel voucher from my company. Oh, that's kind of cool. We do so like we haven't really been venturing the states. I think my wife has done way more states than I have going with friends. So I've actually only seen Buffalo outside of Canada. I've seen other provinces. I have been to Quebec. I have been to Alberta. Probably provinces going on the way to Alberta. Um, but yeah, I haven't really seen a lot. I've been to Montreal. Like I haven't really been around. But I mean, it's in the cards in the future. Clear funnel, those people have no life. Oh yeah, going back to the bullies and things like that. Exactly. And I see a lot of you kind of jump in there. I don't mind if you jump in and defend me. Just try not to tick somebody off to the point where they want to try and hurt you or something like that. I worry about you guys too, okay? So like if somebody says something, okay, I don't mind the defending and all that. Just be careful for yourself too, because we have a crazy world. There are people that are just insane right now, and I don't want to see anybody else getting hurt. All right, going down here. Effie, same with gift receiving. Yep. Amber Curry, you're welcome, Brad. Claire Funnel, very awesome, Amber. Well drawn. I know the drawings are amazing. I think she's sending me more too. I'm like, you don't have to, Amber, because I know you pay to send me stuff. You don't have to go out of your way to send this stuff. If you want to, that's great. But I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. I don't need things. I've always, you know what? A lot of the time I've looked after myself. My family's looking after me now because obviously I have to try to get full-time work, whether this pans out or not. But yeah, that's the big thing now is finding full-time work. I know Angelo is helping me for the time being local. So that is nice. But yeah, like I don't ever like ask or demand like, oh, you guys give me stuff. Like, no, like it's up to you guys to give. All I say is that when you guys do give, it does help with the channel. A lot of donations help with so much. Oh my gosh, gas, food, expenses. The big thing with gas for me is if you want to see new locations, new beautiful places other than my area bubble, that's where that goes because I can't get out. Gas is so expensive right now. It is a fortune. It's a fortune here. It's a fortune in the US. So literally I only have my little bubble that I have to film in. But I do have to get going soon, guys. I'm just going to read the last bit of comments here. Yeah, people are saying I don't know what jerks. I know there's bad people, there's good people, you know. Tabadera West could Hatman be an urban legend? That's what I'm starting to think too, and I think there's a lot of people obsessed. You got to realize this. You remember that Batman film Heath Ledger played in, okay? There were impersonators of Batman, people that got so obsessed with that hero that they're all dressed up and they're actually going out and fighting the real crime, putting their own lives in danger. I think that that's what I'm dealing. That's what my Hatman series is about. That's what I've tried to tell people is that I think it's impersonators. They're so addicted and they've been so brainwashed in thinking this thing is real that they think they've become him. So they're almost like a proxy, like doing the will. And so they're people. They're just crazy people. That's what I've dealt with from the beginning is more crazy people, not ghosts and things like that. I love seeing different spots you show in Canada in your video. Amber Curry, Decades of Decay. Hi, Brad. That's my boy, Nick. There's another one of my friends. He's one of my best buddies as well. I miss and love you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Decades of Decay. You know what? It's really, really funny bringing up Nick because literally, when my life was so sour, I looked and I'm like, wow, like look at this guy and his girlfriend and my other friend James, and they're living life. So like, what are you doing, Brad? Sitting here and moping and all this other stuff, and I'm like looking at them. They're kayaking, they're camping, they're at friends, they're at restaurants. They don't care what they eat or drink. They're not counting carbs and calories. Like I was stuck with a mental. It was like a food related mental illness thing, and it sucked, man. Like I really wasn't living. And when I went away for that Blast Buffalo trip, I really got to feel what it is to be a daddy, and I missed that. I missed a lot of precious moments I ruined because of getting too gung ho with this job. So you know what? Honestly, I could say that I was just inspired and influenced by seeing Nick and James because it's like, oh my God, there's two of my friends and they're living their life. So why aren't you? Why aren't you living your life? Get out there and live. You could die tomorrow, crossing the street to go get the mail. So seeing that every day they're doing things, they're keeping busy, they're at work, they're having a good time. So that was a big thing to mention and bring up. Love you, Nick. He might be at work right now. I don't know. He's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. I filmed with him tons of times. He's on my channel, so shout out Decades of Decay. They're awesome. They do more urbex. So lots of urbex explore. Me and Nick did do some real paranormal stuff. It was really cool too as well. We did this doll mansion. So be sure to check that out as well. So we got Michael J. I cannot say your last name, buddy. Cannon Geyser, Brad, my wife, and I love your videos. Stay safe. So I'm just going to read through these right now because I do have to get going. Sandra Kane, Gerard, Brad, you're a great guy. You will do great things. Claire Funnel, I love Batman. He's my favorite. He's one of mine too. Sandra Kane, love the Rhode Island, USA. Decades of Decay. Yeah, boy. Love you, Nick. I've had a few friends come on here today. It's really nice seeing and talking to you guys. I haven't talked to you in forever. We gotta hang out, Nick. We gotta start venturing and just seeing the great outdoors, maybe more landscapes and scenery. So that would be really nice. Claire Funnel, favorite animated series. Decades of Decay is Nick again. Love you too, bro. Love you so much, man. I miss all of my friends. Not seeing everybody, it's hard. We all have busy lives now, so it would be really, really great to catch up. So I'm just gonna finish this off. We've got Oli Ellis. I haven't read your comment, so I will get you. This is the first time seeing you. I'm so glad you found the Lord Jesus Christ. And the big thing I tell everybody too with being a believer is pray more than once a day. Keep it up and just talk to him. Like I remember my pastor saying that you don't have to recite the whole thing or anything. You just talk to him like he's just your best friend. You just talk. It's like, I'm having a rough day. Things are bad. Like I need some help. You know what I mean? You just talk. So that's a big thing that I do, and it works for me. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get going. There's Dan now. Chris Urban comes on last when I'm about to punch out. There's my boy Danny. I'm hoping that me and Curse do a collab soon. Hopefully, we got to see if it's in the cards of him getting down here with the gas. But I got to get going, guys. He's laughing. I love you, Dan. All right, I have to get going, guys. I love you all. I hope I got around to most of you, or if not all of you, on this live stream. We have new merch coming. Me and Dan will be designing. We're hoping to do hats, maybe some shirts and some hoodies. So be sure to check that out. Also, reviving Randonautica content. We're mixing the rando kind of with the Hatman territory. We're doing cryptids, a lot of cryptid stuff as of late. But anyways, guys, as always, peace and love. I love you all, and until next time.